stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock, you can't stop. Shake my paranoia, can't stop the rock. 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 Shake my paranoia, I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia, I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Cardinals take over a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First carry for James Conner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Herrera. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Open man, here's Benson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. This defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Seahawks sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on, put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a 1st.
Ready, break!
He'll drop to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the left side, catch made by Arroyo. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Elijah Arroyo from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
What? 2-2. 2-2. What?
They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing now is Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Green.
Throwing again, Murray. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Tight, 19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
19 Charger, 19 Charger, 79 Broncos.
They'll set up a throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba taking it in. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that'll be incomplete. And he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He finds his man, complete. It's Herrera. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
It's fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more bonus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. To throw, it's Murray. Touchdown! Michael Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now he'll tuck this and run. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Murray a give. This is counter. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll find more on the comeback route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
It's a gain of 20. And the Cardinals first down.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Murray to air it out again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
37-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He completes this to Walker.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
It's
And that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here we go, strike. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10.
Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 7.
They're going to look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And able to get this out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Murray going to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Herrera. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Again, they'll throw in Murray. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Ryland on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Mack Wilson, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll try and do this himself. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Ready?
2nd and 11. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. This is 1st and 10. Murray now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quickly, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here comes 2nd down. Murray now to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. Murray. That's pulled in by Wilson.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They run behind center with Cotter. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get him done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Now Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And here take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready, steady.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Go.
Back to Walker on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they're going to have another first down as a tackle's made here at the Cardinals 21.
Back to 60, back to 60. 19, Lion.
Back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, shot.
They'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's across for the touchdown. It's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.